Seems fine. Okay, I'm live on Twitch. And waiting for YouTube. There we go. Hello. How's it going? See, my space is a bit of a mess right now. I was trying to replace 2 digitizers. I already got the LCD on this one, but the backlight cable broke. It had like a little bit of a split in it, so I used solder mask to kind of glue it back together. I still have to kind of grind through the solder mask and reattach the traces inside of it. Hey Nano, what's up? More boring stuff today than usual. Just trying to do these digitizers. I struggle with these. These are a pain. But this trace repair should be fun on this cable. I don't know if it's worth it, like financially, but it's worth it to me because I don't want to have to put this like a different LCD back on this digitizer because it's hard enough to do it one time. Back of this is quite dirty. Is it? Oh, it probably because I didn't really have it like in front of my mouth. Is that better? Yeah, yeah. Digitizers are a pain. I just hate lining up the LCD. That's the worst part. And then like, or you get it on and then it's like, oh no, there's like a tiny hair or a tiny speck of dust that you definitely did not see. I also have to redo this tape because I actually put the digitizer on once already, and then uh, I realized that the speaker cable was like tucked in between the the bezel and uh, the front frame, And of course, the screws are in the front frame. So I had to take the whole LCD and digitizer back off so I could unscrew the frame and get the speaker cable out. That was fun. Yeah. I only do them if like the the screen is in horrible condition. It's honestly not really worth it. I think I'm gonna stop doing it. Um, 'Cause like when I go to resell them on eBay, I can get a bit more, right, if they're in like great condition, but I don't think it's enough more to really warrant doing them. 'Cause it's the difference of like $15, right? If I just sell it with a poor condition screen, then I get like $15 less than if it was in perfect condition, so it's not like a huge deal. But I tried it for a bit to see if it was worth it, and I think I'm concluding that no, it is not worth it. But I do have two more digitizers, so I'm just gonna get them on, and then that'll be it. No more replacing digitizers unless the actual digitizer is non-functioning. These wipes are amazing, by the way. Uh, it's actually Northwest Repair who said he uses them. I saw him on his video. Man, these things get every little sticky bit off. I used to struggle so hard to get like stickers and things removed. Yeah, you just go around the sticker a few times, you kind of let it soak in a little bit, and then it just all starts to like fall off. Just scratch it up super easily too. And then just come back around with the wipe again. Hi Sean, how's it going? This is the Tessa tape I already had down on it that I now have to remove and redo. Oh yeah. Hey Russ. I think I'm gonna open one more. That one's drying up a little. interested to see your next videos, Nano. I want to see what all of the microscopes you went through. Because I noticed you settled on the mechanic one. Seems like the one that you're using. Oh yeah? Alright, cool. Definitely be watching that. Alright, I think I got it all off. Oh, you're testing them out? I see. Yeah, true. That's a good point. I guess if we all saw you using, you know, the one like that you were using mainly on stream, then it would kind of give away the ending, huh? Usually like to go back over this wipe with an alcohol wipe just to make sure that none of this stuff is left on the bezel here that makes the Tessa tape not want to stick again. Also helps dry it out. Alright, now I gotta see if I can fix this cable. Hopefully I can. Currently it's just being held together with solder mask. It's gonna be tough to fix it because it's so short and I can't exactly detach it to work on it. But yeah, it's actually in two pieces. Can't really see through the solder mask. I think I can just maybe just kind of hold this down with something and just work on it like that. What can I kind of weigh this down with? Alcohol bottle, maybe? I don't think that's heavy enough. How about this? Put the, that kind of works. No, I don't like that. Let's try to use my Hacko soldering cleaner thing. What do I have that's heavy? I have an idea. What if I like attach two magnets together? I got magnets somewhere. Hopefully this doesn't mess it up. So I'm thinking just like put a magnet below it. Huh? If I can get that on screen. Yeah. And then just kind of, well, the magnet was too strong. It instantly jumped up. Okay. How can I, what if I just kind of clamp it around it? Eh, there we go. That works. I think that'll be okay. I could even put another magnet on top to make it heavier. Oops. Hey, how's it going? Hello, J-Fly. Hello, the devil. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the magnet just jumped right off the thing and back onto the like magnet tower I have. Okay, there. That's definitely heavy enough. I got 3 magnets on there. Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. It's very expensive for those on there. I also don't really know. I don't know where to get my M92s from because I just got them, like the current ones I have, I've just gotten off AliExpress. But then I'm like left wondering, like are these quality? Sometimes I've replaced the M92 and then like I'll go from the issue that I had with the old one to a new issue that is also seemingly an M92 issue. And I am left wondering like, okay, was this just a bad M92? I don't know. What do I do with my grinding pin? I think I put it away. Yeah, I did. So hopefully I can grind down these traces enough to just run some wire without actually like splitting them apart. Oh yeah? Alright, let's see if I can just okay. That's true, yeah. M92s be dying all the time. Ugh, okay. Doesn't look too bad. I need to go a little down. Yeah, then you gotta wait like 2 weeks. Alright. Yeah, sometimes I do that too. I'll just buy like, okay, I want this part now. So I'm just gonna buy this one. Like I bought off Amazon before, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just buy this one thing off Amazon, but then I'll like bulk buy a ton of them from AliExpress that I don't need instantly. Oop, jumped out there a little. My magnets seem to have slipped off a little from the vibration. Blank, yeah. Yeah, I've burned through all my M92s on my donor boards. Let me clean this tip off. There. Oh no, the magnets just jumped to the grinder. Luckily, I didn't grind anything that I wasn't supposed to. Almost through. In fact, I might be through on the bottom right there. Guess that's why I was holding the magnets down with my thumb. 5 light donors with everything for $8 each? Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, no SOC or NAND. I think that one's through. Just have to get the top one a little bit more. It'd be hard to fit a little jumper wire in here. But I think we can do it. I just hope I can get through this without removing too much of the solder mask that it doesn't hold together anymore. Yeah, that is still cheap. At least I think so. think that's good. I think I was just going through it right there a little too much. Let me try. This one's kind of hard to get a good angle. Maybe I should rotate it a little. Yeah, I'll turn this like that. I can like put something under this too to help me get a little more pressure. There, that might work, maybe. Dang, got a bot already? That was no time. OG and OLEDs? Wow, okay, I might have to check it out. Oop, I keep jumping. Okay, we're getting there. So I come through on the right side. Okay, and come through there too. Oh, that alcohol doesn't get in the LCD. Is that what he calls them? Demolition boards? Refocus the camera. Partifocal my microscope. How's that? Nope, down a little. There we go. Okay, one more. Uh, there we go. Oops. Trying to keep it steady. I wonder if I can just like hold this down with tweezers. Maybe that'd be easier. Nope, it is not easier. I don't know if this little SSD thing, or no, this little SD card reader is actually helping me or not, because the magnets keep getting stuck to it. Okay, I think it actually was helping me. What if I flip it over? Dude, that's way smarter. Why did I think of that in the first place? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Alright. Blue tack? I don't have any. Is that? I think that's all the top piece. So I think I need to grind a little more this way. Looks like it might be a little higher. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I'll just use tweezers at this point. I think there's enough there. Now I gotta wash this out. Uh, yeah, I can get it with this brush. I just go in circles. Now I'm gonna check and make sure none of that alcohol went into the LCD. Uh-oh. Is that, I can't tell. Oh no. I think that's the alcohol. Maybe? Maybe not. There's definitely something on there. You can see it looks kind of wet right there. Right there. But it's weird because that's not where the cable plugs in. That could just be some shiny spots on the Tessa tape. I don't know, I'm going to proceed anyway, and we'll just see what it looks like when I'm done. Now I'll see if I can get some solder paste in there. I was doing this because it didn't feel, worth trying to put a new LCD in, but now I'm almost like, I don't know, was it worth it? Um, I don't have like solder paste in a tube except for some expired, uh, actually threw it away now I think about it. I had some expired solder paste that I was using for a while and it was like not working very well. Let's see if I can just put some of this on like a toothpick. Is that too much? Okay. I think I'm just gonna try and spread what's in there. Okay. I'm okay with that. Doesn't want to go in. Oh, there we go. I might. I might just bridge it with the solder, to be honest. That'd be easier than putting like a jumper wire, which was my initial idea. And it would hold together better. It's probably just a good idea to just go ahead and try and bridge them. There we go. That's what I wanted. More on this one. There. Okay. Somehow ended up taking most of it out of there. There. Nice. Alright. It's connected to an LCD, so I've got to cover it with something. At least this paste is very low melt, so that'll be good. Got this like weird silicone doodad here. It's like a squeegee for squeegeeing on screen protectors or something. Alright, I'm gonna go low temp. What I could also do is put a little Captain tape over this, and I do have some tin foil. I'm just gonna put this under this. And kind of try and stick it down. There we go. And then I'll put this silicone thing over it. That should be good, I think. That should block a lot of the heat. Oh, wait, let me put it the other way. Okay. And then I'll just heat it from the right side, so the heat's blowing away from it. 250 should melt this just fine. Might demagnetize my magnets a bit, but that's okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. Bubbling up a bit from the flux. I go a bit hotter. Hotter, hotter, hotter. I was only at 250. I'm just gonna do 300. I think faster is better. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! It all jumped out. It didn't have anything to stick to. What's this doing? Is that actually connected in there? I think it is. Let me touch that with the soldering iron. Put a very fine tip on it. That might be the way to go. I can't believe it all jumped out like that. Oh yeah. I think I need to expose it a little bit more. There might be a tiny bit of mask still on it. Let's see. It's hard for me to get, my solder never likes to stick to this tip. So I mostly use it for heating things and not actually like soldering. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the magnets. That is a magnetic tip. I can take the magnets off now, I think. They were just kind of weighing it down so I could work on it. Alright. It's a little out of focus now. There. That's better. Just do it again? Alright. I'll try it. Maybe I can do it without bridging so much. Let me try and use the tip of my tweezers for this. They're a little finer than the toothpick. See if I can just kind of push it down in there some. Maybe also do one at a time. That way then, there's nothing for them to jump to. Alright, attempt number 2 with hot air. Okay, well that's stuck to one side. I think the other side might need a little more surface area. Just make sure that is actually connected to something. Yeah, it's not moving. Let me get a little more exposed on that right side. Let me rotate this so I can dig at it easier. And where's my little, here we go. That back. Kind of hold it there. I should hold this down too so it doesn't vibrate as much. I won't even be mad if the LCD doesn't work. This has been kind of fun. I don't often get to use my grinding pin. Okay, let's see how that looks. Just blow some air on it. Still don't see. Oh, wait, hang on. Some of it's coming out. There we go. can't tell if that part in the middle is dug out or if that's solder mask. I think it's mask. Yeah, it was mask. Let's see if that's enough. Alright, let's try that. Just heat from the left side now. Wow, still jumped over to there. I'm either not getting the mask deep enough, or there's still not enough exposed on this side. Let me touch it with the iron and see what happens. Okay, there's a little there now. Maybe that's enough to start it. Because there is some solder on that side now. Maybe now the solder mask will have something to cling to. Well, that's definitely touching it. It's too high on my tweezers to get it off. I need a bunch in there. Maybe I'll try the tweezers again. Or not the tweezers. Oh, there we go. Eh, I don't think that's like pushed in there, but we'll try it. Now it all stuck to one side. It doesn't. Maybe it's because I don't have any actual like videos and everything is just a live stream. Oh, there's just not enough to stick to in there. Might have to dig out even more or even widen this little channel. I could just kind of open it all up. Like, I think maybe if I just chipped out the little channels, it might work better. Yeah, you would think so. Guide the solder while heating with the tweezers. Okay, try that. Right, there's still a little on there. Get this gunk out. Huh. Yeah, that is weird. Hey JFix, how's it going? We're doing some wacky experimenting right now, seeing if this trace is fixable and if it's even worth it. I don't know, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm having fun trying. That's not a bad idea, Ian. I could just cut like a tiny piece of wire and just drop it in there and then heat it. Or even just try to solder the wire to like the existing balls, maybe? I don't know. Let's see if I can get some solder to stick to that top part now. I'm just I'll put a bunch in there. I'm gonna make this swimming. Maybe I can like pack it in a little bit. Oh yeah, Mother's Day is coming up, huh? Get in there. You think so? I mean, there's a ton of flux already in this solder paste. It's very fluxy solder paste. I'm gonna try the iron. I want to try the iron. Let's see what happens. Okay. Hey, I almost bridged it. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll let that little ball hang out there. I did get some solder on the actual copper in there. So now let me throw in some solder paste again. And then heat it with hot air. Oh, this is... Okay, come on. Get off of there. Squeeze these together. There we go. Okay, let's try that. I should... I mean, I could keep the tweezer in there, kind of like you were saying. Let's see. Nope. Hey, I got a bigger ball on that side, though. Look at that. Oh, thanks you for the sub. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Okay, we got a nice big ball on that side. Now, if I could get that on this side, 'cause that's in there. That's good. Writing your testimony. No waffle, huh? Just gonna mash this down. We'll see what happens. We'll just overkill it. Surely this will do something. True. Taping down both sides of the flex jumper wire, then use UV mask to reinforce it. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. So, start with tape. Don't UV mask until after I run the jumper wire. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter. The like the hardest part I'm dealing with is that it's attached to the LCD right there, right? If I had more room to work on this, it would be nice. I can put a little flux in there after this, see what happens here first, and then form a ball and jump out. I knew it. Fun. Look at our little collection we got going here. I say, I just grind this crap out a bunch more. And maybe even get rid of the little channels I have and just kind of cut across the whole thing. That way I can get more room for my soldering iron. Let's do it. Start again, remove it all out. That's basically what I'm thinking. Just take off as much of this top as I can. If it sticks together, it sticks together. If not, oh well. I'll just start with some tape, like you said. Let me get the, I'll switch tips. I'll try one of the little ball tips and dig a little faster. What about that one? Yeah. See how this works. Oh, oh. A little harder to control, but it's definitely digging a lot more. Oh wow. This is wonderful. Oh, I dug out a little too much right there. Okay. Get some of this off of there. See if I can blow any of it away. Oh yeah, I dug a little too much through that one in the middle, huh? Or not the middle, the other side there. That's okay. Jeez. I'm gonna have to switch back to the other tip when I get close to the copper. Otherwise, I'm just gonna burrow right through it. Okay, let me switch to the other tip. I think I'm close enough. Probably could have gone a little further. That's okay. That looks good. Don't want to go through that one any further. Okay. Starting to look good. I want to get a little more of this off. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright. That looks good. That's through. That's through to the copper. I just don't like this little like bump here. Just want to try and clear this off without scraping it. Don't want to scrape the trace anymore. Yeah, right? Because the UV mask is definitely holding up from the bottom. That looks pretty clean. I think I can work with that. I think I'll do what you said now. I'll put a little flux, right? And then I'm gonna try and get some solder on that. I think I'm just gonna use my iron. I think I'll use iron with solder paste. Yeah, yeah, I know it looks so much better. Hopefully I don't make one big ball here. Just gonna do one side at a time. There. Alright. Alright. A little solder right there. Um, I want maybe a little more there. Oh, nice, that piece came off. I was actually getting bothered by that. That should be good enough to run some little wires. Where did I put my wire? Man, I'm so good at losing stuff. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't put it back where it belonged. But I did find it. Alright, let me clean these tweezers. Yeah, this I got 0.1 right here. I'm gonna burn off the enamel real quick. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. Get this where I want it. Alright, come on, grab the wire tweezers. Hang on. I wanna kind of mold this wire a little. See if I can get like a little curve into it. Okay, don't break off. That's good. Oh, nope, it's not in there. There we go. That one's on. Okay. Oh, that one. I don't like the shape. Get it straighter. Oop. Uh-oh. I'll fix that in a minute. First, let me get it on this other side. Okay. Now I'll fix this. I think one of them will probably come out, but that's okay. Oh, you. Let me get some solder off my tip. There we go. Okay, that's on there. Oops, pushed it a little. This is a little awkward. I'm just gonna hold it with the tweezers. Almost. Oh, came out the other side. That's okay. Come on. It's the enamel, I think. It's connected, but it needs to be better. I'll go back and fix it. Okay, that one's good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see if we can get this one a little better. There we go. Break off all this extra wire. These tweezers don't close very perfectly. They kind of close right there. Right there. There we go. It's a better grip. Get off of there. There we go. Alright, let's clean this up a little. Yep. Well, not resin. I just have like, I have only the quick cure solder mask. I want to buy some resin. I need to buy some resin. Clean up a little here. Oop, just kind of delaminated that a little. There we go. Oh yeah? Alright, check it out on Amazon. Now I think, let's see, did any liquid get under there? See, I see that, but might be fine, who knows? If not, no big deal. I enjoyed fixing that. I need something to kind of set it on. Maybe not. Ooh. That was my air compressor. I muted real quick, so you guys didn't have to get blasted by that. Get these little hairs off. They kind of bother me. Okay, that's better. I think there's still one on there, but oh no, that's just some of the resin or the solder mask. All right, let's get some of this on there. Just going to use my little watch oiler. I'm gonna just put a little bit of the solder mask onto my, I have like a plastic plate that I use for cutting and putting chemicals on and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna need more than that. Push that wire down a little bit. That solder mask that I put on the first time is in the way. Just have to add a little extra. Get on there. There. I think that's all covered. Hang on. Maybe a little bit right here. There we go. A little bit there. All right. Let's clear this real quick. Every time I use this, it just continues to ooze out of the dang uh, syringe. Even if I only push out like a tiny bit, I have to clean it and just like wait for it to run out of pressure. And I'll put these away. I think even if this LCD works, it's got that little bit of, looks like something on the LCD. So we'll see how it looks. Those are like my favorite repairs to do, just like little delicate things like that. I actually like doing trace repair a lot. You know, I never did fix that other switch I was working on. This one. The one that kept charging at 5 volts and when it wasn't charging at, at 5, well, it wasn't charging at all. It was just taking 5 volts and doing nothing. Um, but then when I got a good M92 on it, it would boot, except it would freeze on the Nintendo logo every time and stop drawing power. So I actually went and I swapped the M92 and the BQ once more. I actually fixed a couple capacitors on the back that were not on properly, and it still does the same thing. And at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, I have put so many different parts on this board at this point, and like 5 different M92 chips. So I don't know how much further I want to go on that one. It's just sitting here. I did see your comment about the flex connector. I could just take that off real quick and see um, if it changes anything. I could also look at this under the microscope real quick and see if there's any noticeable damage on it. Oh, let's see. Anything going on in there? The pins look fine. They look fine on that side. I don't know if you can see that. There. There's none of them are touching each other or anything. I gotta re-3D print my little microscope attachment for my Thermal Master camera. It's falling apart. I gotta redesign it to be a little stronger. Check the schematic and test. I mean, I could just take it off. Live stream the Alaska committee meeting we're testifying for, and some dude is just eating a slice of cake on stream. Dang. He's just living it up, man. He's living his best life. Put my magnets away. I don't remember where I got these magnets, but they are damn strong. He finished it? Dude, good for him. I just realized this has been curing this whole time. I think it's cured, guys. Oh yeah, that looks good. I think none of it looks exposed to me. All right. Should we should we plug it in? See what happens? I think I have to take this board back out. It's just held in by one screw. I can never get the flex connector to actually get in here with the board in. Is there more screws? Oh yeah, I got the USB-C ones in there. I think that's it. Let me get this flex connector out. Oh no, I got all the screws in there. Okay. I must have been ready to put this back together when. Oh yeah, that's right. I did start putting it back together, and that was when I realized that the speaker connector was like stuck, and I had to take it back apart. I'm just gonna do a little test. I'm not gonna put the tester tape on yet. Not going in there. Come on. See if that went in. No, it didn't. Backlight cable doesn't want to go in. Alright. Kinda. I got a scratch on this already. But there's a plastic cover on it, so hopefully it's just in the cover. Let me see if I can poke that down in there. See if that worked. Well, I can see it. Might be able to grab it. Let's try. Oh, I had it. Here we go. Just doesn't sit like it used to because it's now got that solid, nowhere to find the stream. It's well hidden. Oh, the Alaska. Yeah, I'd be interested to watch that too. Okay, let's put this back in. Make sure I pulled this connector out. Don't fall back in there. Alright, we got it. This one don't wanna sit in there. Why don't you wanna sit? There we go. I think that black wire is, oh no, it's routed okay. Alright, anyway, this is just a test, so I'm not gonna trip on it if it's not sitting perfectly flat right now. Oh no, I lost the connector again. Alright, get that back out. It's hiding in there. It's because the screen kind of fell out since it's not attached. That's why. Oh, it's gonna be a pain. Get over here. Got it. Alright. This does not like to, it's got the the black wireless cables tucked down in there. Common theme when I'm putting these back together. Alright. Now will you go down in there nicely, please? There we go. Now, don't move. Where's Spudger? There. And that's all I need. Now I need to make sure this LCD stays in. Alright. I hope this has battery charge. Oh? Well, the backlight's on. Eh? Ooh, yeah. Look. You can see there's some. It's hard to tell probably on the camera. There you go. You can kind of see it. I think that was alcohol. Oop. There. I think that was alcohol that got up under it. And also, well, let me see. I can also take off this. Wait a minute. Is it still there? Yeah, it is still there. So some alcohol did get under it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But I can still use this digitizer. I just have to put a new LCD on. Kind of hard to repair that cable with it being attached to the dang thing, huh? Okay, let me power this off. Take it back apart. Well, it was fun for the experience. I get this screw. I didn't think about the alcohol getting under the screen until it was too late. Good to know that the repair actually worked, though. Do I want to heat this up right now? I wonder if it'll just come off. I'd be a little afraid to scratch it. The digitizer, I mean. Yeah, I gotta heat it. Gotta heat it up. Probably should heat it from the front. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but I think the front will transfer more heat. Well, I think that the alcohol has a reaction with the LCD material. I don't know. I mean, it could dry, I guess, but I think it's like actually part of the LCD that just kind of looks like that now. Oh, hi. Hey, what's up? I'm not really sure. That's the face cam you guys get. Just my reflection in shiny metals. Actually, I'm gonna leave this on for now. Uh, because I don't think I'll have time to get the new digitizer and stuff in. And if I leave this on, then that means that no dust will get onto the digitizer until I'm ready to replace it. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as it is. What we can do, let me put this somewhere that, see these two are good boards. They both work. I just need to install them in something. I'm just gonna set these aside. So we can take the connector off of this. I don't know how much more I want to do on this board, but as long as I'm not replacing any more parts. When I redid the BQ as well, I heated it from below, and I think I got it on a lot better. Unfortunately, I think this LED paid the price on the back, but that's okay. Now, let me just, I don't think I even need a board holder. I can just heat it from the bottom over the edge here. Let's see if I can get this in view. There we go. All right, now we focus. I also tried to get my microscope a little steadier by tightening the bolts on my mount. I don't think it did much, but I tried. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't fly off the table or anything. All right. 400 max airspeed because I'm just gonna use the no nozzle. TV mount? Yeah, exactly. It's not like the good mounts or anything. I paid like 40 bucks for it and then 3D printed a like adapter. What the main problem though is my desk. It's actually the mount is like not too bad. The problem is my desk is mounted from the middle. Um, it's very wobbly. My desk itself is what wobbles, and then it kind of transfers into the mount. So really what I need is a new desk. But this desk is a sitting and standing desk, and so I'm like, I don't want to replace it because they're kind of expensive. But I do want one that's mounted on like both sides, so it's way less wobbly. Yeah, I've replaced the USB-C as well. I've replaced so much on this board. I've replaced the USB-C. I've replaced the USB-C fuse, that's right there. I have replaced the M92. I have replaced the BQ chip. The initial issue that I had with this board was this filter had exploded. So I replaced this filter and I trace repaired these two and put a new P13 USB on. Yeah, Aces is nice. I was thinking like too, it'd be nice if I just could mount it to like the wall, but my desk goes up and down, so then like if I put the desk up, then the microscope would not go up with it. Okay. Yeah, and what I also noticed, hang on, let me go back to microscope. What I also noticed when I was messing with it the other day was that there was a couple caps over here that were knocked off. Yeah, let me refocus this again. It's on a shelf. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so yeah, these two caps, right here and right here were knocked off. So I soldered these two back on. Nothing else is missing. Everything else is on the board. I checked all these filters too. They all have good continuity. I've done diode mode readings on everything around here as well. All right, let me see. Which I remember one of these had like the bent FEC connector, and it kept no, sorry, the bent. Uh, why am I spacing this? FEC cable, I guess. A lot of dry solder joints. Let me see. I think it's usually because when I'm using the hot air, the flux kind of ends up flowing away after a bit, and then the top of the joints doesn't have any more flux on it once they actually settle. So yeah, These ones aren't the cleanest. I've poked those ones a lot. That's why those ones are kind of like have indents in them and stuff. Because I was testing them with the multimeter. And a lot of these, I see there's some little extra solder on that one right there that's a little dry, and right there. Those ones seem okay. Is this cap on its side? Might be. It shouldn't affect anything though, right? Yeah, well, I touched up this M92. I touched up the BQ. There's not so much solder. That side's a little harder for me to get, but I touched up the BQ. P13, wait, the P13 looks like it has a good bit of solder on each side. Maybe a little low there on that one. But when I diode reading all of these, they all are getting diode from the P13. But let's see if it has the same symptom. I don't want to use this one because it has that bent cable and it keeps damaging the connectors. It actually already damaged the brand new connector I put on this one, and I was able to kind of like push the pins back in place for now. Let's see, what do I got? What's this one? That's an OLED. Let's see if this one works. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, this is even after I replaced this M92 another time off stream. So this M92 has been replaced, I think, 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I did replace it off stream a few days ago. I found out what was killing them, I think, though. There was a solder bridge. I got rid of the solder bridge. Why does that feel like it's not sitting? I think that black wire's not routed. Oh, I see. It's stuck right there. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah, you watched the VOD. That was whoopsie. Alright, let's see if this will go in. Hopefully the connector's okay. Might have to push the pin inside of it again. Eh. Oh, okay, it went in. We're good. Okay, that's all I need to turn it on. I don't know if this battery's charged or not. No, I don't think so. I think it's dead. Are you? Let's see. Yeah, that's a dead battery. But you see, it is charging. And it's pulling 15 volts. It'll still just freeze when booting. Oh yeah? Yeah, it is a complicated puzzle, this one. I could just plug another battery into this real quick. Well, there's the charge indicator. Alright, let me just put a charged battery in it. I'm gonna put one screw in this too, just to hold it in place. Okay. So, should boot off battery. No problem. Yeah. And that's normal. Everything is good. Oh, I'm gonna have to unplug the battery to get it to fully shut back off. There we go. Okay. Put the battery back in. This time we'll boot it while charging. Oh, another interesting thing I found out is if I plug in the cable after I boot it, does it dock? That's a good question. But if I plug in the cable after I boot it, it doesn't freeze and it works normally. It's only while it's booting that it freezes. And I'll just show you real quick and then we'll try and dock it. So you see it starts charging and then boom, it crashed. And it'll bring up the logo, usually. Yep. And that's where it'll hang. And that's it. You're thinking if it doesn't dock, it's the P13 maybe? Let's see. Uh, do you want me to dock it while it's already on? Uh, Probably. Alright. Let's see. What's my share screen? This one? Yes. Alright. Plugged it in. It went dark on the screen. It docks. And so yeah, it doesn't freeze either when I plug it in when it's already on. It's only when it's booting. Let me see, I got some Joy-Cons somewhere right here. Oh wait, they're not even connected to the board. That's right. But yeah, anyway, I mean, if I could touch the screen, if I had the card reader in, the game card reader, then you would see that it's, well, I mean, I'm unsleeping it and sleeping it, so it's obviously not frozen. And if I plug in the cable, it'll be just fine. It'll start charging. It won't freeze. So it's only on boot up. See? Still good. But then if I power it down, same thing. Just freezes on boot. And drops all current to 0. Boom. And it skips the other Nintendo logo. It never even brings that logo up. No, I have not. You think you think the NAND could do that? Oh, and so okay, so even if I power it off, it still won't resume charging with a hard reset. Whoa, wait that was weird. Okay. I mean, it's still frozen, but I never got it to show the very first Nintendo Switch logo. Wait a minute, is it booting? Oh, oh, error code. 21340501. That's the error code I was getting before. And what I noticed online about that was people were saying it could be the NAND or the M92, or even in some cases the Max 77620. But since it seems like the M92 and the Max chip check out, maybe my next step is to do like a system restore on the NAND. Right? Oops, didn't mean to restart it, but well, it's gonna boot now because it's not plugged in. Yeah, very strange. Very strange indeed. So I mean, I could solder a Picofly on it real quick. I think this is CPU 20. I don't think I can inject on this one. I could see. Maybe it'll work. I don't even know what's going to happen if I plug in the 5-volt charger for my computer and put the battery in. What'll this do when I connect it to computer? Oh yeah, that's the dead battery. What am I doing? I forgot. I want to see if it's detected by Tegra RCM. Hey Sloth, how's it going? Alright, what happens? So it boots on this. when plugged in, which is just 5 volts because it's plugged into the USB of my computer. Oh, it just disconnected and it reconnected. What's it doing? Oh, I think it just went to sleep, that's all. Yeah, it's just going to sleep. Um, okay. I mean, I can touch up stuff. Uh, kinda, yeah. We did a successful uh, FPC cable trace repair, even though the part it was attached to didn't work. Well, it worked, but it had like a alcohol smudge on the inside of it. You think so? I mean, I've replaced this M92 like 5 times. And so that's why I'm kind of doubtful it's the M92 because if it was the M92, like yeah, I mean something else would be killing the M92 and I don't think the M92 would actually be the problem. It would be whatever's killing it, which it seems to be surviving now because it does charge when I power the console on first. It's just halting it from booting. But yeah, let me get this back out. Yeah, and it's been 5 different chips I've used as well. And I've replaced the BQ. I've replaced the P13 and the USB-C port and fuse, and I've checked all the filters. No, no worries. Can never go wrong making a suggestion. How do you know that, you know, maybe I haven't tried that yet? Alright, yeah, we'll look at these pads. I think I should just reflow the, like most of it with hot air and flux. Alright, touch this up first. Got some fuzz on there. Okay. I'm just gonna put, oh, you know what's nice too is like, I can just use hot air on the BQ chip now because there's no connector there. Alright, so I'll touch up those M92 ones real quick. Just add just a little solder to this. Oh, a little more than that. Oh, it just doesn't want to stick. This tip, nothing ever wants to stick to this tip. Clean the shit out of it. Let's try now. Okay, that's stuck a little too well. Kind of. There we go. That's what I want. Whoop, got it. Whoop. Oh, took that with it. We'll put that back on it. Is it hiding in the solder? There it is. I think it's in this glob. Yep. No, I'm trying to get solder off of you. All right. Look at the knife tip. If I can find it. I think it fell into my thing here. Okay. It does not want to come off. Might just stick a little piece of wick down in it. If I go at it like this. Oh, I got some of it off. Getting it little by little. Oh, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. I think that, yeah, that other cap fell off my tweezers. I'm gonna have to steal one from another board probably. Do a quick look-see. Wait, is that it? Wait, I think I see it. No, that's a blob of solder. A little solder ball. No, that's just the shininess of the flux. Okay. I gotta steal one of those capacitors from a donor because I don't see where that other one went. Yep, let's do that. Does this have this? Yes, it does. Get off of there. I think this one's factory solder. There we go. Should probably use finer tweezers. There we go. It doesn't matter. I got it. It's gonna be difficult to get back on. There. Yeah, I'll check for a short right after I get this on. Let me use a different set of tweezers. See if I can kind of get this a little more in place. There. Probably just blow some hot air at this. I do not enjoy installing. What is this, an 0201? I do not enjoy installing 0201s with soldering iron. Although I have done it before. I do 400 at like 30% so I don't blow it away. Let's see if the flux moves it. Staying still so far. So I'm just trying to center it a little more. I'm also doing this on the silicone mat, so it's gonna bubble up and get blurry. See if I can hold that down there. It's not moving. Oh, oh, only one side jumped on. 20% 450, huh? Alright, I'll try that in a second, because I think it's just, yeah, it's attached on one side. Dang silicone mat. Move this a bit. There. I am gonna go ahead and try to do this with the soldering iron real quick, because I think I can just put this on this side, and then maybe heat from this side. Eh, I think that's on there better, but not good enough. Just want it to make contact so that when I hit it with hot air, I think that's okay. So now when I hit it with hot air, hopefully it just grabs it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of fresh on top of it. 450, all right, 30%, 20% you said. Let's try that. Just want to grab it. Gotta stop doing this on the silicone mat. And I'm just gonna hold it down with tweezers while I do this. There it goes. And we're on. It's as blurry for me as it is for you, by the way. Is the match just blowing up? Trying to cool it down a little with alcohol. There. We're back to flat. Alright, that's back on there. And I don't know if you can see, but those two are not connected. The ones that were bridged before. I can show you with some tweezers. Yeah, there's nothing there. Just shiny from the flux. So I did not get this side on the left here. That was the only side I didn't get. I'm just going to use the knife tip. I like the knife tip. It's definitely my favorite one to use. There. Yeah, it is a reflection. I even have my microscope tilted a bit. It would be much worse if the microscope was straight up and down. Alright, we did that. That one looks a little dry. You know, it'd be nice if I had a board heater and I could just reflow the whole board. But I don't have one. Alright, let's do this area. I hate getting in this side. It's too close. We'll see. Even my smallest knife tip has difficulty. Usually I end up knocking one of these off. I can't even tell if I'm touching them. There. Well, now I definitely am, but looks like I'm just scraping them. An oven? Yeah, I know, really, I should. I have used the oven before. A long time ago, I had a graphics card that was failing, and I looked all over online for solutions. Came upon someone saying, uh, just throw it in the oven. Just take it apart and throw it in the oven. It'll reflow the solder joints. I was like, okay. So I did. And you know what? My graphics card worked for another several weeks. It didn't permanently fix it, but it came back to life briefly. I don't think I'm getting down in there. Yeah. To slide away from the 0201 is probably a good idea. Okay, I got him a bit that time. There we go. Now it's tight in this area too. Doesn't seem like enough heat's getting there. Let me switch back to the conical tip. Bent conical. So I can get in here. Oh, maybe I still can't get in here. There's not enough heat at the end of the point. Well, don't know how well I'm going to be able to get those ones. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah. So always slide away. I'm gonna hit this with some hot air now, just to reflow all these tiny pieces while they have some flux on them. And I'll turn up the airspeed a bit. Not too worried about anything flying away. Heat up to 200°C, then try again. Okay. Alright, heating it up. 200°C. Alright. Still can't see them melting, and all my solder went on that cap. Eh, get off of there. I don't want to stick. What if I just hold the hot air over it while I do it? Man, it's just I don't have heat in the tip of this. I have it on it's actually pretty high right now. I have it on 415. Okay, I got those two in the middle. Got that one. Yeah, I know. I'm just worried about getting. Eh. It always just kind of clings to the larger area. See? I have like a tip cleaner. It's actually been like this since I opened it. Even fresh out of the box. It's like a $3 tip that I got off AliExpress. It's not like a good tip or anything. Okay, that was too much. Why? Oh, that's not bad. Get the hot air out. Just gonna spread to this cap though, probably, since I didn't get more off of it. I think I got it. Oh, yeah, I did. It definitely got it because it globbed together for a second there. Can I get any of this off? Let me flip this around so I can kind of pull away from it. No, not with this tip. The C210s. I'm actually using a C115 right now, but I do have the C210. There we go. Okay. Now I'll reflow this area. Put some fresh stuff on here. I'm gonna get all these 450. I'm gonna do 40%. I don't think anything's gonna blow away. Oh, you know what? I'm not doing this on the silicone mat. Let me get at least this board holder. I can just set it on it. No, I'll set it in it. That way it doesn't accidentally knock anything off the bottom. Okay, that's good. So we're at 450, 40%. I think that's good. How does top ones look? Still look a little dry. I think a lot of the flux kind of got blown away from there. I hit these top ones again while it's still hot. All right. Those are a bit shinier now. They look better. BQ chip definitely looks shiny. Now I can reflow some stuff around the P13. And touch this chip up a little. Probably get into these ones with the knife tip. Let me put some flux down. I actually like know that it's the PI chip, and I still call it the P13 because it rings better. It feels better off the tongue, you know? That's too much solder. There was a ball on the end of that. There. That's probably still too much, but do that one a little better. There. The top one might be a little bit of a challenge. The I is silent. Anytime you like when you see my microscope shake, that's me cleaning the iron. That looks good, honestly. I'm okay with that. Like maybe that pin. I don't know if I can get down. I got it a little bit. All right. Let's clean this up now. See how everything looks. Oh, how'd that happen? That cap popped up. Fix that. Oh, why is it? It's not in focus. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that cap popped up. It's only on one of the pads. And fix that real quick. I'm gonna try and just do it with my iron. Just wanna knock it back down. Oh, that was actually a lot better than I was hoping. Put a little dab of flux on there. I know, right? Okay, let me just use one of the tweezer sides. Kind of hold this down where I want it. There, that's good. It's on there. A little crooked, but it's definitely on there. Alright, I can reflow all this. Some fresh solder. Or flux, not solder. It'll be fresh solder soon. Oh, wait, let me set this back in the board holder so it doesn't go blurry. I like to be able to see what I'm doing. keep that flux in a nice puddle while I heat the board. Looks like all the joints are melted. That cap moved a little. Alright. Now let's clean everything up. Still pretty hot, I assume. Yep. I'll let that cool down a little bit. Thanks. I think so too. I think it's cool enough that I can clean it. That cap's a little crooked right there. I want to make sure that's connected. I mean, it looks soldered on, but it is a little crooked. Just get a teeny bit on there. There. It's not melting the, you go from this side. Melt the joint. Well, having difficulty getting it to turn. But I did see it melt on there better. A lot better. I'll put more flux. I can get more even heat on it, hopefully. Doesn't want to melt. Oh, there we go. Alright. I walked it back. Let me just get the other side. That's better. It's alright. I got it. Make sure there is actually enough solder on there though. Let's wipe it away, wipe the flux away so I can see better. Got some crud on there. Burnt flux, I assume. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will add a little on this side. The other side. Actually, yeah, I'll add some on both sides. That looks good. There we are. Actually, this side looks a lot better from this angle. Well, that's definitely a clean joint. Alright, just gotta finish cleaning around here now. And then we'll hit it with the brush. I'll clean the other side. Just gonna hit this with a little bit of heat just to make it easier to clean. This is Black Horse Repairs Flux, which is easy to clean even without heat. Anybody looking for some good flux, I recommend going and trying his. Help the guy out. Yeah, that cap didn't sit down perfectly flat, but it's definitely on there. Ah man, that's unfortunate. I have some of the nano flux too. I like it. I mean, first off for the price, right? I mean, pretty good. I would say it's a little thin, which is the reason I use BHR flux most of the time. It definitely has its perks though. Being clear, I use it for trace repair a lot. It is easy to clean. Oh yeah, it'll definitely help for the kamikaze method. You're gonna love having a clear flux for it. Okay, we'll get the donor board out of here. Now let's plug this in and see what happens. Let me clean my area a little so I don't get flux on this screen. And I do have to go after we test this. Can't believe it's already 5:40. I've never tried the MOE one. Why did I move this back? I don't need that. Alright. Would help if I had it the right way. AM? AM what? Did I miss something? Did I say did I say something? What's stopping this? This white, I think. Yes. And then this. Eh. It still feels like it's hitting something. What's that bumping? What's that hitting? The cord routed correctly? Yes. Okay. The M538 evaporates so fast. Oh yeah, I don't have that issue with the nanoflux. It definitely doesn't evaporate. There we go. I don't know what was stopping that. Maybe the black cable was kind of up there. I have no idea what I said, to be honest. Oh, sorry. No, you mean the time. I remember. It's 5:40 p.m. here. I was like spacing there for a minute. Okay, watch. Now the connector is gonna be. Okay, good. It went in. We're good. Only good for getting it under chips. Oh yeah, well the nanoflux is good for that too, actually. Because it's kind of a bit on the thinner side. Alright. Got the necessities plugged in. Oh yeah, I know, but I got stuff that I've got to go do before the end of the day. I also got to eat. Um, put one screw in it because I'm going to have to plug the other battery in. Okay. Let's just confirm it boots off battery still. Okay. We boot off battery. Will we boot off the charger? Nope. Okay, so NAND. That's what we gotta explore next. Do a system restore on the NAND. And then see what happens. This one is definitely a mystery. I have read online, like I read a post somewhere too saying it could be the 3.3 volt buck converter, but I did some voltage tests around there and I'm still getting like 3.3 on the output of the buck converter, so I don't think it's that. Um, so yeah, I mean everything I read online kind of would say to try the NAND, like you said as well. So I guess that's the goal next time. Alright, let's do a little cleanup. And then I've got to call it for today. Yeah, that's true. Now we know that it can't be the solder joints, right? I mean, I guess it still can be the solder joints, but it's much less likely to be the solder joints. And everything is connected. Okay. Probably Monday. Unless I just get bored during the weekend and decide to pop in at some random time. Um, but if I do stream during the weekend and you don't show up, then I can always save this until I catch you next time, because I do have other stuff I can work on as well. So it's not a big deal. But I'll definitely be streaming Monday. And usually, like, I've been liking this time slot where I usually start at like 2 p.m.-ish for Pacific Standard Time, USA. Yeah, you sure will. Appreciate you hanging out, by the way, and trying to solve this mystery we have here on this Switch. Because I am curious as to what it is, too. Like, I have a feeling it's just going to be something, like, small or simple. Alright. Well, I'm going to hop off of here. And thanks, everybody, for hanging out. If you're primarily a YouTube watcher, I'd appreciate it if you could go follow me on Twitch as well, and vice versa. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.